Welcome to United by Trucks. Today, we got UBTK5 on the trailer. We're headed up to Chaz Sotheby's house, Cleveland, Georgia. He's the head of state for C10 Club, Georgia, and we're meeting up with Alex Walker of Walker Performance Tuning, TTR, and we're gonna get this thing fired up today. So we came to a winter wonderland. Chaz,
what's going on, man?
Thanks for hosting us today,
yes,
man.
Sir.
This is awesome.
This thing is rocking.
It's gonna be all right. We still got a long way to go for to roll out on the 20th, but we're gonna hit a big milestone today, I think. I'm pretty excited about it. Before we even get this thing off the trailer, I just want to give y'all a little idea of what's going on in here. So this is Chaz's little stash, and we could do a what's in my driveway, what's in my shop on every single one of these. That's his 73, 74, 71 or 72 Super. This bad boy laid out on Porterbuilt with race lines. I think this is his dad's K5. There's some boats in here. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you. Y'all probably seen Chaz's. Look at this. AccuAir, what's up? Boyd tank. You've probably seen that before. I think I've shown that on the channel a little bit. Camaro. And some boats. Whose boats are these? Heck yeah. I hear you, man. These things are awesome. Dude, this is like a truck show in itself.
Oh, yeah, right.
This is killer.
I need to have Ron teach me his camera skills.
Man, that dude is a nut.
He is.
I don't think anybody's got camera skills like him.
Nobody's as good as he is.
Yeah. The key is just be yourself. Yeah. Get on there and act a fool. Yeah. All right, we're gonna get UBTK5 unloaded, try to figure out where Ron is, and we're gonna fire this thing up today. I feel pretty confident in that. So let's get this thing unloaded. Check my front setup. Make sure I
Want to make sure you're not going to scrub anywhere. You're slamming in the middle of the ramp.
Sweet. I need to do anything with wheels?
No, should be good. Actually, turn the front a little to the left.
Like that?
Yep. I'd rather do that than not. Right a little bit. Okay.
All right, guys, so we are about to get working on the trans cooler lines, and we've got this True Cool 40K that Ron put in the other day up front. And basically what we're gonna do, well, let me back that off for you guys. So basically what we're gonna do is run the lines out the bottom using this barb fitting. We're gonna put a hose clamp on it, but we're actually gonna drill into the bottom of the core support right here, come out with the two bottom lines, and then go right up the frame rail right there so that we don't have any of the lines showing. We're gonna have to drill some holes in this front cross member, but we don't think that's gonna affect anything structurally. So we're gonna start by drilling one hole in the bottom of the core support that's big enough to have the two lines go through out of the trans cooler, and then we'll show you how we run them up to the trans. Chaz has got a power tool.
Scary. Yeah. Scary. That's both of the holes.
Yeah, man.
But now we need to
deburr it
out bigger, I think.
Oh, do we? All right, well, let's take a look at this bit over here. You think this is too big? Look at that thing. That thing's a monster. So while we're working on these trans cooler lines, Chaz has been over here getting our little steam vent solution sorted out. So this is what we did on Teddy because we've got the heater bypass, so we can't run a T out of it. We're actually gonna put this Mishimoto little temperature sensor fitting or coupler, whatever you want to call it, in the line. It's got a little fitting right there off the bottom that will connect right in with the steam vent port at the top of the head right there. Chad's gonna show us exactly what that looks like, or about what that looks like. You'll essentially have a line come right out of that and go right, or a hose come right out of that and go right into the steam vent port. So it'll be real short, real hidden, and exactly what we need. Y'all know Chad and Chaz are here, but y'all didn't know Alex Walker, TTR, done showed up. What are we doing today?
Whatever Alex tells us he needs doing.
That's the right answer. Alex, what do you think we're doing today?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? You
We're
don't think
gonna fire it up.
We're gonna fire it up?
Yeah.
That's what we need to do, right?
Yeah.
So we're working on getting the cooling system hooked up. Working on getting the transcooler lines done. Alex has got some wiring to do. But right now we're about to get this thing up on these cribbing blocks, because that's a smart idea. Figuring out the radiator hose. So I think we're gonna end up running the 22437, which is what, 9907 lower radiator hose. Put some hose clamps on that heater bypass down there. Just keep buttoning things up. All right, so we're working on getting the air intake set up. Obviously, I just updated on the other stuff we got going. We're about to fill the radiator with coolant. But the man, Alex Walker himself, over here, working on getting all the wiring set up to tie it into the bulkhead. So Alex, tell me what you got going on, man.
All right, so we've done a little weight reduction.
That's weight reduction right there.
So everything on the left side, if you're looking at it, side of this bulkhead, these are the 4 wires that you really need to make a swap work. 2 battery powers, the remote wire for the starter, and this is a key 12 volt that we're going to run inside to the fuse box on the firewall.
If I make a big sewing, I'm going to get $5 from you.
Yeah.
From Alex?
I hope she gave it to you. I gave it to her.
Good Lord. So where were we?
These 4 wires right here basically are all you need on the left side. You can take oil pressure, alternator charge wires. I mean, there's tons of wires that you take out here. All you need are the 2 reds, a pink, and a purple. 2 reds are constant 12. That's the starter remote wire, and that is a key 12 going out, which we're going to run inside and under the dash for our fuse boxes.
Sweet. And that's specific to a square body?
81,
square body?
81 to 87.
Perfect. That's exactly.
Or 91 if you want to count the
the squares that run into,
Then the rest of this is the body harness and brakes and stuff. These are probably torque converter or transmission related wires. We're going to get rid of those, but
very cool.
We've got this ready to go back in, and this is going to run immediately into the firewall. Just take a sharp turn and go right back in. Then we're going to make smoke.
We're going to make smoke?
Yeah.
We got a few more hurdles to get through before we make smoke, but I love Alex's optimism.
Yeah.
So just give you guys an idea of what's going on. We got Chad and Chaz down here checking out the shift linkage. We're running that low car setup that is just super annoying. TTR's got the air intake all buttoned up and is now working on getting the oil dipstick in. And Alex Walker from Walker Tunes over here taking a nap.
I'm napping right now,
He's
man.
taking a nap. Nah, but seriously, Alex is over here working on getting these fuse distribution blocks in from Ron Francis.
No, these are Summit brand.
Oh, Summit brand. All right.
Yeah, these are old Summit brand fuse blocks.
Yeah.
We are going to have one for constant 12 voltage that needs to be fused and key 12 volts that needs to be
Heck
fused.
yeah. And you found a nice little tidy spot right under this.
Right under the dash pad.
Heck yeah. All right, man. So we got a lot of progress happening. A lot of folks on this thing so we can get this thing cranked up today. All right, guys. So Chaz has been under this K5 tweaking on the shift linkage rod, and I think we've got it. So we're going to show you what this looks like right here. So we've got park, obviously park right there. Reverse, neutral, drive. Man, that's better than stock, dude. So park, reverse, neutral, drive. All the way back up. Chaz, how you feel about that, bud?
Working pretty slick right now.
Yeah, tell me what you did.
So first, the low car piece, you pop off the factory piece, replace it with this, cinch this down, then you put this 15 millimeter nut back on it just to keep it tight. Basically, this portion does all the work to hold this onto the splines. So once you get that on, you figure out where your angle needs to be.
which is difficult at times.
It can be, yes. And then basically snake the rod down through. You're not only fighting the transcooler fittings, you've got exhaust, you've got, O2 sensor. There's a lot of real estate going on right here. And then once you get the rod bent through, man, you get a couple of bends in it to clear the firewall at the top. Then we had to put a bend in it here to clear the fitting, and works pretty slick.
Yeah, it does, man. It's better than factory, as I said. So I think the part that really made this work is you dialed in where it was hitting on the firewall and how it needed to orientate down here on the selector so it would actually push down. So that was really the need to bend the rod.
That's the key, is the angle of the rod to the angle of this. So as it moves down, it's not pushing back. It's actually pushing downward on this. That's how to make it feel easy and
Yeah, man.
and no pressure.
That makes sense. Thanks for doing that, dude.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it very much.
Glad to help.
Hey, Alex Walker.
What's happening?
I'm creeping on you, brother.
Keep creeping.
What you doing down in here?
I'm just tying some stuff up out of the way so it doesn't get burnt, and finishing some wiring, connecting a few things here and there,
Yeah.
getting ready to fire this thing up.
Ooh, I didn't realize we were that close.
We're pretty close. Got
Man,
some
you got the truck harness tied into the PSI harness?
PSI is into the truck harness. I got to run a couple things off this bulkhead to the battery, and then we're ready. And pull the tune file out. Of course, we got to do that.
Yeah.
So,
And put gas in it.
and put gas in it.
Which that's not a tuner responsibility.
Couple little things we still got to do.
Oh yeah.
Don't care.
TTR, what's happening?
I'm trying to put some gas in this pile.
Man, why you putting gas in?
Because Alex says he needs it.
Man, I don't know why. We ain't about to fire this thing up, are we?
Alex is saying that, so
Alex is saying that. I guess he's the right person to say that, right?
he would know that more than I would.
Yeah, I guess so.
These stupid government cans, man. Remember back in the day when a gas can used to be worth a dang?
Yeah, when it had a clear
Yeah.
clear spout on it.
Now I gotta sit here
Spongy
and hold
spout.
15 pounds of gas for it to go glug glug, go glug, go glug.
We love the EPA.
Yeah, I love people ruining my fun. Makes me smile.
All right, guys, since we're working on all this wiring stuff, we thought we would maybe open up this little package that we got from PSI. Let's see what's in here.
Let's check it out. Oh, awesome. They sent us some,
Oh, they sent us some paper.
Yeah, some wrapping. Awesome. Or a cat, either way.
Ooh, what is this? Chad, we might need some hands, man. You want to come over and help us out?
Is this a cool shop banner? I'll go.
What is this? How many did they send?
Looks like we got 2 so far.
Dude, with square bodies on them?
One for me.
Oh,
one for
man.
UBT.
Oh, no, you might have to fight TTR for that one there, Chaz.
Let's see
Oh,
what
man,
else
that is
in
so
there.
slick. I cannot wait to hang that up in the shop.
There's some other stuff in here too, man.
Open it up. Let's see.
Oh, man.
Oh,
All right, extra small t-shirt.
extra small. That ain't going to work for you.
No, XL.
Heck yeah. Hold that still for a second. Man, that's killer. Thanks, PSI. We appreciate you guys. As you know, we're obviously running your harness on the K5, Pecos, and Teddy. So if you guys who are watching this are looking for a harness for your LS swap, psiconversion.com. What you doing over there, boy?
I'm just closing the little cover here.
You mean last wire?
Last wire.
Good Lord, what are we gonna do now? Go home, go to bed?
Go home and go to bed now. I'm tired.
Well, all right, guys. Guess we're not gonna fire it up tonight. We'll see y'all.
See you next time when you're not in my truck.
No, man, we gotta get that laptop out.
We do. We got some tuning to do.
Yeah.
As soon as the man gives me the word, I'm gonna hook the battery up.
And then we're just gonna set it on fire.
And then I'm gonna kick the tires, and you're gonna light the fire.
Ooh, I'm gonna put a camera in your hand. Alex, what you up to, buddy?
I've got my eyes closed. I'm not sure.
Oh, you're taking a nap. I love that.
No, I'm just setting up the startup tune, disabling rear O2 sensors, and getting it ready to be fired up for a standalone.
So clearing out bats,
Cleared out bats already. And,
which is anti-theft.
Yep. And I'm just disabling some codes that we no longer need.
Doing all this through HP tuners.
All this through HP tuners. Yes, sir.
So how long you think it's gonna be before we're firing this thing up?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yep.
Alex, I'm so excited.
Oh, I am too.
I know you are.
It's a milestone.
It is a giant milestone. Always fun to experience it with friends too.
That's right, man.
What are you two knuckleheads talking about? These guys are giddy to get this thing fired up, and they talking about chicken.
Just talking about you, buddy.
Talking about me? Golly.
We're ready, man. We're ready.
I'm excited.
Well, I appreciate y'all's hard work today, man. Who's sleepy? What time is it? It's definitely close
almost
to
midnight.
midnight.
It's
Yeah.
almost midnight.
Yeah, we're getting there. All right, we're gonna wait on Alex. All right, man. What are we doing?
Firing it up.
Is it ready?
She's ready.
All right. First fire of UBTK5. Here we go. Well, that sounded awesome.
Yeah.
God, that sounded good. Man, yes. That was awesome. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of United by Trucks. As you can see, UBTK5 fired up. We're really, really pumped about it. Big thanks to Alex Walker from Walker Performance Tuning. He came in, got all this wired up, made sure everything was good to go, and that all the vitals were right so that we could fire it up. We're gonna keep working on this thing. I think we've got like 10 days now, and we'll see you guys at LST 2020 in Conroe, Texas. We'll catch you next time, right here on United by Trucks. Cue the music.